Oh, we have an injury. Oh, and the screen's still super dark. Gotta fix that one. Thought it fixed it all, but nope. Forgot something. That my screen is set to nothing. There we go. Now we're back. Injuries and foods. Well, you guys have unlimited food. So over here, still running a net negative on food? No, we're back up to a good positive food. Oh, we're just out of bread. We still have unlimited grilled potatoes. More food production is definitely needed to make things happy. You guys get any food yet? Oh yeah, you guys have got food. You're just not storing it somewhere where you can use it. Which is much better than just like not having it. Thought it was the ladybug come back. Finish what it started. Alright. They're doing happy. What are you guys doing? That's still digging and digging. What about... Ooh. Only gonna get like 2 more explosives runs before we're ready to just fill this all up with water wheels. Pretty exciting. Very exciting. Oh, they've even started building out for the big U. Not sure if I will leave it all as dirt, though I might convert some of it to wood. Purely based on just... We might need more. Oh, hi Ace. Yeah, I've kind of figured out that currently the best time for me to start streaming is around 3. I wanted to start at 3 today, but we had... Well, I have finishing touches for a previous engagement that had to go a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm gonna try and start... I'm gonna try and start making sure I'm always available at 3 for streaming. Obviously this time might shift around. Oh, hi Sam! You guys are almost in time to see the second to last detonation. Not much left of it. Ah, see that's a good point. Because I was thinking, well, school lets out at like 2, sometimes 2:30 for certain people, and everywhere is different, so I understand that. But school clubs, I'd forgotten to account for those. It will be exciting to see how far they get this working. Ooh, here he goes. Soon we will have 1 left. Just this one. Which will be exciting. So it seems like the food issue kind of reserved it. Well, not reserved it, but fixed itself. It seemed like I just ran out of bread. I just wasn't consuming the wheat like fast enough compared to the amount that bread was being consumed. Oh, I wonder if this is what shot me in the butt yesterday. Like this bread, large warehouse. Because I told them to this district, because this is the main district that's currently supporting all the other districts. I told them to never import anything from over here. And since there was a space for bread, maybe they were just siphoning off all their bread. Currently no. I'm sure eventually there will be rules. I'd probably say, like, don't be a jerk. Be a generally decent human being, and you're probably fine. But we're gonna... Well, rules for chat are often learned through blood, sweat, and tears. So, we haven't had any of those yet. I'm sure eventually it'll become a problem that I have to deal with, but for now... Ooh! Ready for the explosions. For now, I don't have to deal with it. Boom. Well, we're not marked as for children, so you can swear. I typically don't, but that's a personal choice that I do not expect everybody to abide by. Everybody is their own unique person who can do pretty much whatever they want. And priority up. There could be. You never know sometimes. Oh, those are in the wrong spot. That's unfortunate, because I'm not sure they can build back there. Because those should have been there. Oh, they're all in the wrong spot. Every single one of them on this chain is in the wrong spot. Oh. Oh, I've made a mistake. Oh. Well. We learn. Just have to be extra careful on the demolitions. Actually, no. Well, no, we still need to be careful on the demolition. We shouldn't have to worry about it eating. See? See? We have to be careful. But that's on me. So these are power transfer trains, essentially. So I use these to get power up to the top, because all these are going to be producing power, but they're only going to be producing power out these little blue shafts. So if they just go straight into a wall, I'm just producing power for no reason. So these shafts collect it all, except they are all built on the ground floor, whereas the output isn't on the ground of these things. It's in the middle. So it's one above ground. So since every single one of these is on the ground, every single one is wrong. So I have to rebuild all of them to account for that. Which, I mean, it's not the worst. I'm glad I've discovered it now while we still have easy access to down there. It just kind of sucks. It's unfortunate that it happened at all. Because I also had to tunnel out all of this, which means you wasted material, essentially. And now I'm basically wasting even more material to build back what was already there. But we'll be fine. We have enough production at this point to survive it. It will not end the run. Thankfully. It also just delays when we can actually bring this place online. Which is never good. Project delays are never good. As well as it kind of throws off spacing for everything else that I had pre-built. Well, not everything, but it had the chance to completely ruin a lot of stuff. But we caught it. Yeah. It's like when those people build like the 4-mile bridges, and then when they're 10 feet apart realize that they have like a 10 feet diagonal that they didn't account for. And it's just like, you guys spent like $500 million on this, and you're off by 10 feet. Like, it requires so much to go back and fix that type of mistake. It's way better to catch it early on before the project is complete, instead of it being the last thing that's caught. But sometimes you don't get lucky like that. Or like when you're... Oh. One of the best ones I heard about was tunneling. So in the ye olden days where trains were the apex of transport, they used to have to make giant hand-dug tunnels through like mountains and stuff. Well, you could dig from one side, but it would literally take twice as long as if you just dug from both sides. But the problem was that if you dug from both sides, there was no guarantee you were going to meet in the middle. You could put a lot of work into trying to guarantee it, but you couldn't guarantee it. So what would happen, well, this very rarely, is they would dig like mile-long tunnels, only to find out that they should have already hit the other side, but they're 10 feet to the left, so they have to re-dig like half a mile of tunnel to fix that 10 feet to the left issue. Like, it adds so much time to stuff like that, but we got lucky here and we caught it before we installed everything and made it very difficult to do that. Well, you say that. Well, yes and no. So like, a lot of the really big tunneling machines can only dig their tunnel at like a foot a day. It's not always that. That's just a number. But if you can only dig a foot a day, regardless of how large the tunnel is, you can only dig a foot a day. So if you start from both ends though, you can dig 2 feet a day because each tunnel is digging a foot a day. And also, bye-bye, Ace. We knocked over a water bottle, but we caught it. We have a sleepy cat. I would rather like them to pick up all of the rubble as a max priority thing. Very unfortunate, this timing though. There we go. So luckily all the resources to build the power shafts should just be in here in this rubble. But we have just added 12 times like 20 in terms of the amount of logs we need imported, which we might have. But still unfortunate. Is this water going up? Yeah, I might need to... How many robots are we at? We're only at 9. I was gonna say, it would be nice to switch this to using robots, because the robots for the district transportation seems to be the way to go. As they'll transport through the night, and they don't have to worry about, like, not having food. You guys should have some food. You do. You're just suffering from that long path issue. Oh. That's why they're suffering from long path. That's why the other one was doing the crazy all the way around route. Oh. Well, that should have just fixed a lot of pathfinding inefficiencies over here. Because that one path was missing. That meant any water produced here had to go all the way around to get to the water storage, and then back around to get to the water tank. Oops. Oh well, they seem to be fine. Don't need these paths anymore. So we'll get rid of these. No, that's dangerous, because that actually could break things I want to keep. There we go. And they're still working at things, little by little. I'll get it eventually. I suppose, actually, I could divide the water heights. I could have one section of the crater have a higher water height than the other. It wouldn't be that hard to do. Because I could just... Yeah, I could just build a wall there, and then there to there. Maybe. Maybe in the future we'll try that. It was indeed inefficient having them go the very, very long way for something they didn't need to go the very, very long way for. Hey, they finished this. That's good. So, how are you guys doing? Have you been able to mess with Timberborn yet? The big U? I think if I leave it 100% dirt, a long time. But I think I'm going to split half of it into wood, so that way... Because it's 6 dirt per block. And this thing produces 6 dirt every 2 in-game hours. So effectively, we're producing 12 blocks a day. So, well, every in-game day. So, take however many hundreds of blocks of dirt this is and divide it by 12. It's not the best timetables, if we're being honest. So we will probably have to switch in some wood in here to help speed it up a bit. Probably just switch one side from dirt to wood. Which is really funny because this used to all be wood, and then I took it away to make it dirt. That was very smart of me. Well, in my defense, I thought dirt worked a completely different way. Yeah, I'd probably guess this is about 200 blocks. Maybe 300, because this area gets pretty deep. Yeah, it's... So the shortest is 9 tall. So effectively, we're going to be able to do 1 column a day based off of the current production. So that's... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... So it's like 61 days for them to build all of this. So we will definitely be splitting it out into wood and dirt to try and help alleviate that ridiculous timeline, because that's just too much of a time. Like, that's just too much. But I really need this this district to get on its feet and to start producing like oak seedlings and whatnot. It's halfway to its ability to be harvested, which is fortunately nowhere near as far along as I'd wished it to be. Well, I could also have done the math wrong. Let's be fair. This could very easily be a we both have it wrong issue. Well, I guess we will go ahead and reassign 1 wall to wood. Yes. It's painful, but it is necessary. Nope, that's in the wrong spot. I did that last time too, I think. Stretches all the way. There. So that should hopefully allow them to build it faster. I mean, to some people they're the same thing, so just depends on your perspective. On an English chest, yeah, that could be could be problematic. Saying could be problem is also a big problem on an English test. But sometimes we don't have an option. They're making progress. Alright. Maximum on the explosives. Rubble is secondary. Because evidently we have like one guy doing rubble. I haven't seen any of these rubble piles disappear. And you guys have plenty of explosives at this point. Never mind. You have some explosives at this point. Yes, they have some explosives at this point. I thought they had more than they did. Over here is doing good. We still have 2 days till the drought. And that drought will be interesting. Because this water supply is not lasting as long as it needs to be. Well, we'll have double water storage up here, but still. I would have preferred more. Oh, that's probably part of it. They've bad range. Kind of far. Well, no, they're just far away from the city center. They're not far away from the water storage. Well, a lot of the water storage isn't that far away. Hopefully they can support water for everybody. Well, these guys should have a pretty good water backlog in the form of all this. Which will be nice. Hopefully they'll start being able to produce. Ah, there's no job in it. That's why no more is being planted. Because I told them, you know, make water for yourselves, not die. Yeah, they'll get the picture eventually. That being said, how many jobs do I actually have available here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 17 jobs currently on the books, and we have 9 dwellers. That's not quite enough. It should perhaps be changed. Perchance. If they feel like it. What? Oh, you can't put that there. Because I forgot they can't walk underneath the path. They can only walk on top of it. If I gave them access to the roof, they could get up there. But it seems like a pain in the butt to do. Could put housing right there, though. That's... No, if I ever need a wall there to protect it from the water, I can just put a wall there. Can they build that? Looks like they can, maybe, if they think about it. There we go. They're carrying out all the scrap metal. Carrying in lots of stuff. Water level is going up. Food is fluctuating a lot more than I'd like it to. We still have so much wheat stored up. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Actually, these things only run when these run. And these will stop during the off season. Oh good. You've outlived your usefulness. Alright. I'll eventually give him a metal collector to get rid of all that metal. Do need to add a second house for them. I could put it there. It does fit. It leaves weird gaps, but it does fit. I already put a house in. What am I talking about? Alright, one more day. What are they doing over here? You guys... Hey, more explosive. What are you carrying? Gears. Good, because we're going to need a lot of them. I'm sure they're going somewhere, but... Well, actually, he's probably carrying gears from down there, which will go immediately straight back into these things. Yeah, that's what I thought. They can be built from up top. Not an issue. Hey, more waters. Hello. Hi, Mr. Smarty. We will be trying out some other things soon, I promise. I don't know what other things we're going to try out yet. I really liked Avatar's Frontiers of Pandora the other day when I tried it. That was a lot of fun. But... don't know if it's a good suit for me. It might be, might not be. Oh, we have a Mao. Does the Mao want pets? No, he wants to attack his brother's tail, who's sleeping. Oh, and just scratch everything. Oh, it's a cat. It is different every time. But I don't mind. I have many names, apparently. I can go by many ways. Now do you want pets? You don't want picked up. That makes it difficult to pet you. Oh, no, he just wants to lick his brother. Ah, I'm sure you'll find some more soon. Plus, who knows, maybe I'll just change the name. And then you'll have even more new variants. I am thinking about changing it. There you go. Bob Arbuckle. That's something or something. Forget from what, but it's definitely something. I know they're totally bringing logs? Or what are they bringing? Maple pastries. Oh yeah, I told them to bring them pastries. Forgot I did that. Seem to be running a bad water deficit. No, I adjusted it. It was way too loud a couple days ago, so I temporarily dropped it, but I dropped it in a not good way. So I went back into game settings and dropped it. So... and then re-raised up the OBS sound. Well, part of that is I have to, well, I've been doing a lot recently. Well, I haven't really had time to play off stream, as well as part of me goes, well, if you're gonna play, you might as well stream, especially if you're trying to make a career out of it. Because you have to get the stream built up quickly if you want it to be a real career. Not something you do part-time all the time. Ah, that's probably full of bad water. I don't like that. Oh, it's not. It's not full of bad water. That's good. It might be. Sometimes I've set mine to invisible in the past, but they've almost finished the last floor in terms of actual platformage. What the heck are you two doing? I don't know. It's not safe for Twitch, whatever they're doing. Be violent. Nope. One of them decided the violence was enough and ran off. Nope. Sizing each other up, ready to fight at a moment's notice. Injured. No. Wait. No, we're fine. Yes, they are fighting. Two brothers must fight to the death. At least that's how they seem to portray themselves. It's fighting to the death. To the very bitter end. Alright, we'll enter water preparation mode at 0.2 so we don't overflow everything. Through here though, we're gonna raise this up to 0.5 now. Just because it's such a large area. This is gonna take forever to dry out though. It's just such a huge body of water. Well, you start out with like 4 or 8 beavers. And you don't get new ones, so do with that knowledge what you need to do. Ironically though, the other beaver type, they don't reproduce. They're grown in pods. So none of them are related, or they're all the exact same beaver. It's unclear. Whereas these ones just reproduce normally. Actually, if they build that, can they even get access to that? I don't think they could. Let's go ahead and say don't build. I know a lot of times they just ignore that. Well, I feel like rabbits can ruin it if you go long enough, but they are generally pretty alright to do it for a while. That totally cannot be built without removing that. Well, if we remove that, that definitely can't be built. Use incognito mode, remember. Keep yourself safe. I take it... Oh, no district workers. What do you mean, no district workers? What is consuming... jobs? There should be enough district workers. There's not that many jobs. Did I forget? No? There's 18 adult beavers here. There's 5. There's 9. There's up to 11. What in the heck are they? Where are almost half the beavers? There's 14 workers. Where'd they go? Are there injuries? Yes, there's injuries. There's 4 injuries. That's where they're at. No, not my beavers. You can't eat them. Only I can eat them. Well, that explains why they're not producing dirt, because there's nobody in there to produce dirt. That's begs the question, where the heck are the bots? They're nowhere. That's where the bots are. They are nowhere. Wasn't using them anywhere, of course. Well, now we should get better dirt production, because they run continuously. They don't ever stop, whether it be night or day. Ooh, we almost messed up there. It is water saving time. We just about went into a drought without any water preparation. That would have been bad. Yeah, go ahead and raise that up. For now. Won't raise that. We'll raise these now. There we go. Alright, what else do I need to do for water saving? I think that's it. I think I can press play again and be fine. Because it's just a drought, it's not bad water. Bad water currently hurts a bit more than a drought. Oh, I think these are total resources everywhere, not just per district. And then these are resources per district when I clicked into that district. Like this district has almost no food. Hey, there's not a whole lot in there to judge. It's all pretty much mainstream content. Although even then, Steam has the ability to hide games now, so you can hide those types of games. And it's not an issue anymore. It was really funny though, because I had family who thought that was how hiding a game worked, which is not what it does. Hiding a game used to just hide it from you. Everybody else could still see it. But they thought that meant they were immune. It did not mean that. Yeah, or just never play. That's also an option. It's a boring option. No, I typically don't play them either. I don't think I actually even own any of those types of games. Yeah, I don't. Unless you count mods, but if you count mods, any game is that type of game. It's impressive what modders will do to a game to serve their purposes. It's very impressive. Well, I really don't like getting any game off of Steam, like that's not on Steam. And Steam has pretty strict limits on a lot of stuff, so... Ooh. Ah, well, we're fine. We just entered the drought. The water pumps will only be submerged for a little bit. Why isn't this flowing? These should be spinning. There's water flowing through. Oh, we got Mouse. Do you enjoy the sunlight, cat? He seems to enjoy the sunlight. No, it should be fine. Should unflood before then. Probably. Maybe. There we go. Almost got that dirt. Ooh, one more explosive after this man. After this man, one more. Unless it's in there. No, one more after this man. Do we have one more? No. Do we have one more in the way? No. Oh man, it's gonna take forever to get this last explosive, isn't it? Oh no, there's one explosive in there, so we will be fine. It'll get to us quick enough. Oh, there we go. They're building up there. Oh, I see. They couldn't build the dirt once they built this. But they could still build this water wheel after they built this one. Should be good. Although we have to build all the water wheels from the bottom up. Oh, this row is going to take the longest to build. Where are you guys going? Oh, you're being metal farmers. You do have unemployment. Well, if you have unemployment, now you don't. Hey, I do own Baldur's Gate 3, and I have exclusively played it with my brother, so we indeed do enjoy it for just the story. Also, I haven't even progressed far enough in the game to get to one of those moments. Although that is a very different game than like one of those games. Like, that is just a game that contains that information, not a game of that information. There's a lot of games that are just that information. Oh, did he? Oh no, he went in the bed. I thought he fell through the floor and I was very confused for a second. How's our water here doing? The water here is doing fine. Food is doing mostly good. Wow, it's got a dive water. That is surprising. Luckily, it's not a problem. Although, expecting to be able to survive off of bread through this drought is a problem. Yeah. Well, my uncle used to help make it, so it's kind of like cheating for us. We got to do a lot of cool D&D stuff before a lot of people did. He no longer works there, because they did not treat him very well, and he wasn't a big fan of that. And then it was really funny, because right after he left, they basically had a giant implosion of a bunch of things. He left just before all the major scandals. Ooh! Come on, who's gonna come finish it? It's the last bit of explosives. Oh, we're out of work hours, though. That'll be next day. Water still seems good. Worry about this food, though. Especially this one. No, they haven't cleared these carrots in forever. They have been dead here forever. They never touched it. Oh, that's why. Because they're never going to touch it. Well, that explains a lot. Might as well. If it's never gonna be... That right there is the wrong tree. That's an oak. It should be a maple. Nah, not my father, my uncle. Big difference, you know. One of them is vaguely believable and the other one just isn't. They'll deal with that eventually. But yes, it is somewhat similar to the my dad works for Microsoft and I'm going to get your account banned. No, it's the wrong tree. It has to go. This tree produces nothing here. This is the maple syrup grove. We cannot have oaks in the maple syrup grove. It must die. I don't think I can even cancel it now if I wanted to. Oh, I can. Alright, it survives another day. You want picked up now? Can you meow for everybody? No? No, he wants down. He wants up and then immediately down. There we go. He'll never be downgraded to Vista. I actually came after Vista. I've never seen Vista in the flesh. I know people who have, but those people are not me. Your guys' water is good. Your food is still amazing. And what about down here? Water's still good. Food is questionable. It's whatever gets delivered. That's food. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Actually, they have no sick or injury treatment here. I will let them decide if they want to build that. Tooth. Why are you on the floor? How do you guys have more people than houses? You have one more person than house. How did you guys do that? What? Like how? I genuinely don't understand how they pulled that one off. Well, no, they have a house coming, they're just not building it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I must issue my formal apology for not understanding that the homeless could exist in this game. Although I don't understand, because that means two of the adult beavers decided to have a child when there was no space for a child. Like, that's not on me, that's on them. They did that one on their own. Oh no, they don't have unemployment, they have... He did, he hit the "you're not a child" age and just said, "No, we don't need you anymore." Maybe... No, I still don't understand how it could be in that situation. You're like... Oh, there we go. The last explosives for a while. Beautiful. Alright. Now comes... for Water Wheel Central. Where we will build a billion water wheels. Alright, now we have to leave it alone for a while. Because this row right here can only be built one piece at a time, because we'll have to delete the clearing and place it. Actually, I think... No, the latest update added the bad water. Robots was the previous update, but we are using robots. They do, because the robots work all times. They never sleep. So all of the district crossings, well, some of the district crossings are robots because they're far superior to the people who run them. What am I producing currently? Heads. We're gonna need to switch to arms. Can't wait to have unlimited power so I can get more of these. This area's having a bad time with how much power it's trying to consume. Oh, what? Oh, it's a robot. Okay. Destroyed. Which doesn't seem to do anything. Like, when they get destroyed, they just seem to fall over and then are fine. But we should have a robot replace them soon. Actually, I kind of wonder now, can that be done? I know part of the cool thing about the other... Yeah, okay. Part of the cool thing about the other beaver species is they have a... basically a generator that consumes biofuel. But I was gonna say, if you could put one of the robots in one of the running wheels, you could have an off-brand generator, but it doesn't allow it. I have seen Dyson Sphere. I haven't looked at it deeply, and I might have heard of the other one, and the name just might not be clicking, but right now it is not. I know there's some really cool ones that I want to look at. Like, there's a really old potion crafting one. Well, not potion, but alchemy one. But that will come later. Oh my god. There's still so many more logs. I really need the wood district to start producing wood. How close are you guys? 80%. Alright, soon the billions of woodworkers here will have a job. Never mind. The single woodworker will have a job soon. What are they even putting the logs into? Because they are getting logs. Ooh. We have adults. But we have nobody in the adults. I don't believe the beavers can have an uprising because they all worship me as their god. Otherwise, I have no idea why they would just randomly decide to embark on mega projects that none of them will ever hope to see. Like, I believe this is like on its 3rd or 4th generation of beavers that have been building it. Not to mention, currently, only one beaver civilization is self-sufficient, and it's this one. The others require this one for their own food, and even for one of them, their own water. Although, actually, there is an interesting dam in Africa where there's effectively, one nation has dammed a river that several other nations, like, require to survive. And as a result, there's a lot of, like, ethical problems where if the nation upriver decides, it can just hold back all the water for a couple months and basically starve the lower nations. And they're like, all right, you're running real close to us, just going over there and blowing it up before it's even built. That's true. Well, I mean, like, why would they embark on this mega project they'll never see when sometimes they are actively starving? Because they don't realize they're starving. Which I feel like they'd probably realize if they were starving. I'm glad they can't get at that. Otherwise, we'd be dealing with so many contaminated beavers. Oh, there we go. All of the dirt is required. Now you see, a lot of times it's just called I don't eat. I have not eaten yet today. That'll probably be what I do when I finish stream. Although I really need to go to the grocery store to buy food. But that comes later. Did I tell them they can export bread and not they can export potatoes? I did. They need to be able to import potatoes, not bread. Where's the potatoes? Potatoes. Oh no, I told them they can do both. Oh. But there's no storage for potatoes on this side. Of course. How could I have been so naive? Potato. It's a lot of potato. But potato. Potato. Specifically, grilled potato. They'll figure it out, I'm sure. The water level does seem to be staying constant, which is very nice. Even if, to a degree, we are just pumping it up to immediately turn around and dump it back down. Which is a little unfortunate. I'm surprised by the lack of progress on these. I almost wonder if there's some sort of a priority system to it. Where, like, the ones you placed most recently are not deemed as high of a importance. Or they're just not getting any logs because I've been running on a log deficit for a while. Yeah, they're just not getting any logs. That's the issue. Well, that's good. Hey, that's 12% more efficient. That's good. I am thinking about starting a new Satisfactory run on this computer, just so I can start laying the groundworks for letting it get so big, instead of, like, early, instead of just being like, oh, it's huge, I should lay groundworks now that they've already covered the entire planet. Now that I've already covered all the ground. As well as I think it might be fun to move to, like, one of the harder biomes, just as a, just to start, and just, instead of starting out in the desert. Although the desert was fun. And there's always a chance I might start doing group streams. There is a person I know of who does streaming a lot, and I am curious. Oh no! My bad water. Unforeseen consequences of drought. Who could have foreseen the unforeseen? Not me, apparently. All the explosives are just piling up. I understand why it's marked as the hard. It's because it's marked as hard for early game only. Because it says you'll have a hard time finding fuel in the early game, and then in the late game, you'll be set up well because you have all the open space. Which is why I understand why it's marked as the hard spawn. But yeah, I get it. It has issues. Oh yeah, I cut it so they'd stop building right there. But the plains is basically just the desert, but with burnable materials. Which is kind of funny to think about. Whereas I think it would be kind of fun to go to, like, the pink forest or the bamboo forest and start out in that forest. As well as there's some other, like, styles of building I want to try. Wait, one of you was at 80. That was... What? Oh, 90. Well, that's good. Soon this will start producing wood. Once they get the second house built, they'll start producing a lot of wood. Because then they'll have workers to run all the wood. Which will be good for up here. Unfortunately, that's to take a very long route to get here. Or it has to go through 3 corners. Actually, there is not a farther place away from where the wood is needed for me to be growing the wood. I could not have chosen a farther location. Oh well. It's not important. Oh, they got wood. They got wood from somewhere. I see him going down there with it. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if you could survive in the swamp. Like, starting out in the swamp. Because I don't... Yeah, I think the swamp had all resource nodes. No? No swamp? Oh no, I didn't say it would be easy. I'm still very much so aware of the spiders. But I think it would be possible to start there. It would be a bad idea to do that on stream, though. Because many people have fears of spiders. I do not, but I am not everyone. Hey. I see. So you could put like it on a 3-pond and say only use... Well, I'm glad you also love spiders. I enjoy spiders. Alright, we have seemingly regained our... We're still running low on the amount of potatoes I'd like us to have. Ooh, not potatoes. Bread I want us to have, but that's on me. See, it's very similar, but there's one major key difference that I think makes it possible. In Factorio, the creatures can break your machines. In Satisfactory, they can't. So it would be very slow till you got like your first gun. And you'd probably want to be using like exclusively like monorail designs where you're high up in the air so they can't get at you. But I think it's doable. It would be very, very slow start. And it wouldn't really help, but... Yeah. The 3-inch ones can be problematic. When they break containment and go places they're not supposed to. But also, I mean, like, they're a spider. They're gonna do what a spider does. Which is go places and see things. Water. Yeah, we're still good on water. Wait, that's not the right district. I'm still looking at total. Oh. I'm maybe more worried about the food, but they're starting to grow their own carrots, so they'll be fine. And... Oh, last day of drought. Let's go. Preemptively lower that to 1.5. That's not an issue. What happens if I lower that to 1.5? Nothing. We'll leave it there then. They built down there. Good. Now, we can go to power and say, build me this water wheel. We will prioritize the center line because all of these can be built from up here for some reason. If that makes sense. But the center row cannot. And the center row makes everything else take longer. Because I can't clear out the down path yet. Or actually, maybe I could. There's a very high chance I have to replace that. I'd like to see if I don't. Alright, is this too far? No. Good. They'll figure things out. Alright. Back up to your normal 16-hour work days. I will say, playing Satisfactory without knowing about the spiders is rough. Like, just finding out about the spiders halfway through a run is rough. Because they are not your friends. When you don't know they exist, they are problematic. When they suddenly start existing. Okay, so that should start filling back up. Yay! This is going to start filling back up, give us power back. The question is, do we get rid of some of these water pumps to get the space back? I think the answer is yes. I think we'll leave the big one, but we'll get rid of the little ones. Because now we can plant a little bit more. Not much more, but a little bit more. Nope. Yeah. Well, I think some of them can kill you in less than 2 hits, if it's like early in the game, if you're not wearing any armor of any kind. But a lot of the spiders are very tanky, and will give you a bad time. Oh, and you wouldn't... Yeah, no. I think it'd be best off trying to start out in the pink forest. I think that'd be the best place to try and start. If you wanted a abnormally hard challenge for your starting location. A little overflow. They'll be fine. Now the rubble will just slowly get pushed up until it's not a problem. They can be a problem. If they surprise you, they're definitely a problem. But a lot of times, if you see them coming, you can work around it. It's rough, but it can still be done. Did they steal all the potatoes? They stole a lot of potatoes, but not all of the potatoes. Oh. I forgot. We might have just killed all of our... Oh, no, we're fine. Super fine. Oh, the speed! Holy cow. I'd be quite curious to see what the speed of that water was. What they had it marked down as, anyways. Nice! We're gonna get to that 3,000 mark pretty soon. He's still on the floor. And you guys have a shelter, you just have to build it. Soon you guys will be the only source of chestnuts in the area. Which will be good to get chestnuts back out and about in the world. Ooh. Better pop your foot. Yeah. The big spiders are a problem. For not necessarily new players, but non-experienced. Well, even with experience, they can just be a problem. Dang it. Well, it's a loss of wood, but it's a sustainable one to know that they have to be built in a certain order, and they cannot do it the way I was trying to do it. I really appreciate it We would build the two, well, the bits directly under stairs as soon as possible. Because those are the parts that can't be built from in the sky. Do love the music in this game though. It's very nice. Okay, we got a section of the grove ready. Oh, hi, Rob. Yeah, that's probably a rough time to try and survive through there. Yep. Yep. I'm very poppy in general, though. It's somewhat of a problem, in my opinion. That would probably... yeah, that would be difficult, because you have to be so compact. But you have to take advantage of the metal platforms a lot in that small of an area. Because they're effectively turning one into three. I think you can still build underneath them. They're working on it. They can still reach this, right? They're just choosing not to build it? No. They can't reach that one. Alright, they can't reach the turns for some reason. Which is annoying, but fixable. If I were to say... do that. Yes, this is not normally this wide. They have indeed made dynamite much easier to make. Yep. Because that's normally 3 wide and not 7. Oh, night, Sam. Have a good sleep. Oh good, they built the one I wanted them to. I'm looking for a power to add in a water wheel. At an above average build. Because once they do that, it'll just be one after another all the way up. And they built the under the stairs part pretty quick. Yep. The popping the joints, like being a problem, is not really a thing from my understanding. Well, being a problem isn't real, but when it's like every single joint, it feels kind of concerning. Because I can pop pretty much every single joint on my body. Like neck, shoulder, elbow, finger, toe, knee, hip, just all of it. Jaw. But I don't necessarily think the jaw one's popping as much as it's just grinding. And it just happens to make popping noises as it's doing that. But who knows? Not me, evidently. I am not one that knows. There we go. Like 2 more beavers. 1 more beaver. Yes! Alright. Now we destroy some more on our way back up. Yes. Power. Water. So close. I can't wait to see like the possible supply, because when you click on one of these things that's working, it gives you a supply and demand split. So So once this is going, the supply is going to be ridiculous. That, or I'll find out that these things have like max like pressure, and so they're only able to fill up halfway, and that I've wasted so much time. I will find out one of the two. Either this will be the coolest thing ever, or I will have wasted half of a week. There's no in between. Trees! You guys built the house yet? No. Because you would never build the house. Oh, no important. Oh well. Suppose? No, I can't really lower population much. They don't have any unemployed, but we do have many missing workplaces. Really need this built before they build anything else. There we go. Ooh. I like to do, well, when one of those forks is bent, it's a good idea to get, like, pliers. It's much easier to rebend them into the proper shape. Although, ice cream can be a problem sometimes. When you go to give yourself some, and it just bends the spoon before it bends the ice cream. It's always unfortunate when that one happens. No, not a power wheel. Water. All the power couplings are still connected, which is good. Although I bet this rubble... Oh no, seem to be doing something about the rubble. I was gonna say, I bet the rubble's gonna get ridiculous, but they seem to be working on it just fine. Those aren't being built. Probably something to do with distance, come to think of it. Well, yeah, but if the ice cream scoop's dirty, what are you gonna use? You're gonna use the spoon in your hand. And then regret using the spoon in your hand. Although, sometimes ice cream scoops get weird. Like, one of the ones that we have is like bubbly on the metal. I don't understand how it happens. No, we can't clean a sink. Like, that's illegal. We're not legally allowed to clean a sink. There he goes, he's pumping. He's doing it. More explosives now. Alright. You guys? No, you're still taking your sweet time. Is that because you no longer have a single woodworker? Because you no longer have a single woodworker. So they're all the trees, but nobody to clean it. Well, they eat it. What? No, to cut it. There we go. It took a second, but we got there. Oh, they built another one? Yes. Let's be very careful about this stage of filling in. As to not cause more problems. So soon, you're not gonna have much bad water to deal with. More mouse? Lots of mouse. Hello. Is this you requesting ups or just letting yourself be known? Looks like just letting yourself be known. What are you doing? He's being suspicious. That's what he's doing. You know, if I pick you up, I can do that. At you. No, he's gonna go do something to his brother. Not the microwave. Anything but the microwave. I try really hard not to use the microwave. I'm not always successful in that attempt. But I try to actually cook things for myself. Oh, he built it right as I clicked on it, so I was very confused, like, why? Like, where's the progress bar? There's supposed to be one of those. Right, ooh. Alright, now this is the danger zone. Where a misclick can have problems. Hopefully a misclick will not have problems. But it is possible now. Because some of these, when I go to delete them, they're on platforms that can also be deleted. So I could end up deleting, depending on which way I fail, a lot of platforms. Would be very unfortunate. I wonder... Oh, yay, bad tide. Oh, now they're just fighting. One of them was sleeping. Now they're just fighting. I was gonna say, I wonder if I could, well, if I should run a power line out all the way over here. That wasn't initially the intention. Initially, the intention was to, not do that. Cats. Initially, the idea was to move a lot of the production over to this place rather than pipe the power over. I think it's still the better idea. So bad tide, you see this bad water that's all over the place? So normally there's two water sources. There's bad water and good water sources. During a bad tide, there's only bad water sources, as in the good water source becomes a bad water source for the duration. Which is why I have this relief valve that just dumps all the water straight out of the map. Because otherwise I have a huge problem. Because the bad water actively hurts everything it touches. You see all this craggleness? This is contamination. And it'll stop things from growing, and it'll kill things, and it makes water less effective. So you really don't want it where you're trying to live. And so early on, it's even more dangerous than a drought, because you might not necessarily have one of these redirects built, meaning bad water just floods through your main street, kills all your crops, contaminates all your beavers. Yeah, I wish all of the maps are like pre-built so far, seemingly. I hope they add in a procedural map building soon for like more replayability, but currently they are all hand built and they're all squares, or just about squares. There's one that's not a square. But lots of games do the square thing. That is not a unique to this game. Pretty much. Although technically we get explosives out of the bad water and it is marked with a radioactive symbol. So I think the idea is that it's from a nuclear power plant, or probably more likely, actually, we are in craters. it was probably nuclear bombs. Since we're living inside of giant craters. Yeah, it's probably nuclear bomb fallout. But yes. Now, it has good... Well, the bad water sources have good and bad stuff about them. Like during certain... Well, you can make it so they never stop producing. Which is why this mega power plant is using bad water and not good water. Because if it never stops producing, then you never lose power. Which is very helpful. For most parties involved in general. I feel like we did not get as much as we normally get on terms of heads up. At point 2, I go do a bunch of water setup so we have the best chances of survival. Although sometimes I just forget. And then we go into it with no pre-testing, not testing, preparedness. That has happened. But typically we survive those. A lot of times we survive them. Point 4. We're still good. Still good. To keep going. Make things easier on them for building purposes. Does negate the use of the bridges, but it's true. They got us. Ooh, see, I forgot about water. I was just telling you about water. But yeah, anyways, bad water tides are essentially just droughts, but a little bit harder because you have to redirect the inflow of water. Otherwise, you have a bad time. As well as you have to keep your water, like your natural water storage, clean because it'll make it all bad. Yep, overflow. Release the floodgate. Pause. Play. Here, I'll go show you what it looks like when it starts producing. Yeah. So all of these trees, when I first started this map, were alive, like these ones. But the bad water contaminated them all and dried out the ground, so they died. And it used to be the bad water flowed up through here and down through here, which actually initially caused me issues because it had so much, well, it was flowing more than what this little canal could handle, so it started to overflow into my good water and food storage, which was problematic. But we recovered from that perfectly fine. They're never going to deal with that. And it is annoying. Luckily, bad water can't go through the ground in terms of this and then back up. So even though quite obviously there's contamination underneath my water storage, there's no contamination to be worried about. 4.2. Yeah, we should be fine on all that food and water storage though. Break time. Well, not break for me, break for building. There we go. I'm also hoping to start editing these again soon. Currently, I've just been uploading them to the YouTube channel wholesale, which, not amazing. I also have to redo some, well actually I've been working on a new model for the VTuber. It'll be similar in many ways and different in many ways. What I'm happier with in general anyways. Yep, I can still build all this. Good. Maybe I should have stuck to dirt. They're making good work. What I'm looking for. I'm looking for tree district. Tree district, what are you guys at? Surviving. Make sure to increase both of your floodgates, right? Yes. You guys have plenty of water. How's your food? Plenty for the amount of you here. Ah, sweet. You have more population, so I'm sure soon we'll be able to actually have workers for everything. Not have it be a problem. You guys will be able to start producing mass quantities of wood. Damn. No. Let's... City Lovato? That's a thing. I remember it being a thing. It was for sure a thing at one point. There's no point to that path currently. And then... it needs to go one taller. On just this side. For this plan to work anyways. Because then we'll have a high side and a low side when we use... probably... yeah, we'll use floodgates. They're controllable. I can make sure things work certain ways. That does, however, mean these will no longer... Don't destroy them. That'd be bad. Well, that's the thing. They're not supposed to be able to reproduce if there's not houses available. So that's why I'm confused as to why we had an extra beaver. Because there wasn't an extra house. Please produce faster than the rest. Much appreciated, beavers. Are you guys out of wood again? Pretty much. You'll be fine. It's our... we'll be fine on food. We aren't going to have very many more... Dude, we're not making any of these maple pastries anymore. I might as well switch them out for something else. I'm not sure this game models that feature of beavers. It could. It could, but I'm not sure it does. No, they haven't built it yet. Thought they had for a second. Soon, though. Can they build that? I might tell them to build that sooner rather than later. Just so I don't have to worry about the small warehouse being a problem. Same with the one directly under the bridge. Tell them to build that sooner rather than later. Sometimes they can build off of the bridges, sometimes they can't. It's very inconsistent when they can and can't. Well, I'm sure there's a rule behind it, I just don't know the rule. Eventually this will be good water storage. Eventually. They're making way better progress on this wall than I thought they would. I suppose that helps because this is all being ran off of robots. What's their durability at? They'll need replaced soon. But soon is not now. Okay, so what are we out of? Pretty much everything. Got it. I will keep letting them produce bottoms for a while. So many beavers. I will say the fluid is pretty fun. Hey, if mods will do that for you, and basically any game you want, they will take into account whatever you want. Although, I do genuinely think there's a normal game that takes that into account. Like, just a normal one. Not one of those games. I can't remember its name, but I feel like that exists. I feel like it might have been like a Fable series. I could be wrong on that though. Don't say I take my word as gospel. They're working on stuff. There they go. They built it. And then more being very careful, not to demolish more than necessary. Yeah. Well, I think we're definitely going to get... Well, I think we have gotten much closer in the past on certain games, but... it's definitely possible. Now, what would be really interesting in this game is they added in flooding, as in like from a rainstorm, where the whole map would turn green for a little bit, but also you'd get just quantities of water in random places. Like anytime there was a divot or a cup, it would just fill up with water. So it would really put to the test all of your water management systems. Hey, they're really working on that making it too tall thing. I didn't give them stairs. They should have stairs. Probably. I didn't give them stairs on either side. Did you know I'm quite good at this game? Quite good. Some might even say the best. The best there ever was. No, I'm definitely not the best. There's definitely people who with far superior talents to me in this game. Well, for this game. Whee! Might as well. Nope. Wrong spot. There's a farming simulator. Yes, there is indeed a farming simulator. Oh, there's quite a few farming simulators. I played one once. It wasn't bad. I felt it was strange to farm the fields, though. I guess in a lot of times you only had to farm a field once. Well, and sometimes. And then you could hire a worker that would just do the route you did. Which was very effective if you did it. Wow, we fully drank out of that. That's surprising. Yeah. They just drown. Well, they swim. They can swim. The real problem is that all of the food and stuff would be submerged. So there wouldn't be any food for them to eat. So, so then they would starve as they were forced to swim forever. Hey, Indiana is just one large cornfield. That's why I find it odd to play a video game where all you do is farm a cornfield. You can just go outside and do that. Or look at somebody who's doing that. But in Farming Simulator, there's other things to do than just farm a cornfield. Which I think is kind of the saving grace for the game. I think it would have much less follow if that was all it did. Although, there is Farming Simulator esports, and those are curious. They work uniquely for sure. No. That's one state in the Midwest. The Midwest is like a 7-state sized cornfield. You gotta remember this, because every state here is just one big cornfield. Which is problematic, because it means the soil doesn't do amazingly once you've on your like 29,000th field of corn. Because surprisingly, corn is not the best for a field, with all you do is grow corn. Never anything else. Then it's a problem. Look at them go. They've almost finished. Enough that it'll be closed off and untouchable for a while. Nope, didn't pop. There we go. Popped to the neck. We're still on reduced hours. I oftentimes forget to undo a lot of the drought preparations, which never ends well for me. Yeah, that only works to a degree. It starts to fail when you're trying to do that across a small country-sized plot of land. It starts to have problems then. Called there's just not enough. And you can't support it anymore. I didn't drown the trees. It'd be very unfortunate if I did. I don't believe I just did, but there's a good... Well, there's not a good chance. There is a chance. Hopefully not a good chance. There we go. And we will prioritize very high this whole area. Because without that being built, we cannot support anything else. We won't be able to stop water from flowing out, which would be problematic. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. They're not having any issue. They have built that though. That's good. .5. Hold the water. How are they doing on the other? No, it's still untouched. Ah, it's untouched because they physically can't build it. That's why it's untouched. Nope. I have to delete that. Still can't be built. Let me guess. Now it can be built. No. Oh no, it's because that's not built yet. Once that's built, they'll be able to build it. Oh, have you ever... There's limestone quarries in Michigan, and they are cool, because they are monstrous in terms of, like, scale. Just ridiculously large. They're one of my favorite things to visit when we go there. Because they are fun. Especially if you get to do one of the tours and you get to see one of the giant trucks drive by. That's a particularly fun one. Fun event. Look at them go. They're working so hard. We need another one of these things. But where to put another one? We're gonna back power everything. We can build that if we get up here. So we'll get up there. Nah, actually it is too far. Temporary solutions are the best permanent solutions. Hey. corn syrup is great on pancakes. I will not allow disrespect on the corn syrup. As I was raised on corn syrup. Yeah, no, it's not amazing. Although now we're even just turning it into like gasoline. And just everything runs on corn. Things that don't need to run on corn run on corn. Like it's gonna be a problem soon if they don't stop producing corn. It's a very versatile plant though, you gotta give it that. It can be used for just about anything. I think we just had a bunch of births and deaths. What? Oh, Timberborn. I was like, broke down. I didn't know they had psychological breaks. No, it was a robot self-destructing. That good old planned obsolescence. No, I don't think the game has planned obsolescence. I think it's just a balancing mechanic. Called planned obsolescence. No. Hey, only 2 more water wheels left until we close up the center spout. And then we start on round 2. No, please no more rounds. This would be ridiculous to build another one of these things. I could always keep expanding it up though, pushing towards here. So I could get this many more rows. However many that ends up being. Yeah. It does sound a little bit like that. Perhaps for good reasons. It sounds like that. Actually, I wonder, surely I can't build a triple platform on top. No, I can't. I was hopeful. Hello. This is an interesting discovery here. Because I guess through a reduced power floor, we could get power over these instead of having to put a cap on the front. Oh, it's the mega dam I've been working on. Yeah.
Heck, I like this a lot more.
This is like 3 streams. Yep. And then over here is main village that supports the other 2 villages because they can't provide for themselves because they're stupid. Like this one over here, the mega dam, cannot produce food or water. It is entirely ran off of the other districts. Hopefully soon. Yes, then it can provide power for everybody. And then this is the tree growing district that I'm working on. Although they're still kind of not very smart and they're still working on things. But they're working on it, so that's the important part. They can be.
Not if everything inside doesn't die.
No, it is a brother. The cats are still just laying on the bed asleep. They've decided to stop fighting each other. Now he's reading the chat to find out if you've been bad-mouthing him. I have no idea if that picked up on the mic at all. Soon though, after this next one, we'll be able to seal up the center tube.
Good to know, Smarty.
Thank you, Mr. Smarty. Very important information that we've learned. Yes, critically. Alright. I think it's on sale, if you wanted to look at it. One of the other chatters who's normally in here said they were going to buy it because it was on sale. Or it was on sale recently. Sale may have ended. Need so many more logs. Well, that's the point of this district. Just needs more adults in it. Okay, I don't think he's talking about Timberborn.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Grand Theft
Okay.
Never mind. But I don't mind.
Did you think you accidentally bought it?
It's 60 bucks.
Oh.
It's really pretty. Timberborn.
He did respond to the badmouth question, though. He did. He said he was badmouthing you. Especially since he didn't know you existed till 3 minutes ago.
I've been in stream before.
Not well, actually. Oh.
Did you know to stream?
Yeah, and Mr. Smarty's seen those.
And I did drop in on a couple of your Timberborn.
It's just been like 9 months since you two were in the same stream. Since you two.
No, I saw him briefly. I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, so he didn't know you existed. Not to mention, I don't necessarily think your Twitch account is actually tied as my brother. Well, I didn't. I know, but I didn't know if it was general knowledge.
Oh.
Exactly. So even if he did know you, well, know about you, he wouldn't necessarily know you were my brother. Now he does, though. No, he's been here a long time, but he has not chatted the most recently, but I cannot blame him for. But we're not trying to gaslight anybody. It may be an unfortunate byproduct. Or Mr. Shot's brother.
Yeah, fair enough. Go by Nelly.
Yes, that is him. This is Nell.
Here. Her full title is Muriel Sentinel. I say to everybody, hello.
I feel... There we go. He has entered the chat.
Unlimited power.
You do have an abusable amount of power. That is true.
I haven't.
I just said an abusable amount. Not that you were abusing it.
I don't know enough about the mod commands too. I've been learning them, but
You're gonna change just my stream while I'm just like, oh, you're playing Elden Ring? Not anymore. Now you're playing Sequoia game or something.
yeah, no, honestly, Mr. Smarty, same.
Yep. Information is not meant for long-term storage.
Just forbidden information. Such forbidden
Oh.
information. You forgot.
I didn't unpause and repause things I needed to.
Knowledge. Your character knows it, but you don't.
Or it's the other way around.
See, that's fine, because it's
There were. Ooh,
there's
they finished it.
a homebrew monster that is exclusive monster that you know all about in your pulse item.
Yes, where you only know about it if you're directly looking at it.
Second. Yeah.
Yep. There was a pretty cool version of that I saw, where anything the False Hydra ate, you also forgot.
Oh no, that's still a thing.
But the DM had an artwork commissioned that had an extra person in it for that story. So they only got to see the artwork at the end of the story, though. So they only got to find out they were missing a party member at the very end.
I will say, like a 5-mile radius for some.
Okay.
What on earth?
Yes. This is the problem with my name. This is why there is strong consideration about changing it.
So wait, Lemurian or
Mine.
Yours?
Mine.
Oh, okay.
Mine is unfortunately a somewhat common term in that space.
Hey, if it's any consolation, neither one of us knew for a long time.
That is true. It was made completely innocently for a very, very long time.
I think you figured it out before I did.
I did, because I told one of my school friends to look it up, and he didn't make the same spelling mistake I did.
Oops.
And so he let me know that my name was not what I thought it was.
Good job. This is why a lot of people call you Buckshot.
It is, because most people don't... Well, they read it, and then they think there's no way that's his name.
Yeah.
But we're considering a rebrand to try and fix that. Yes, it is actually. It is genuinely a spelling mistake. It is supposed to be spelled the porn way on accident. Because it was for World of Tanks. And I really, really wanted to play when I was a very small child. And I thought, man, I need a super cool stealthy ninja name.
So now he's got a troll name.
So, and a stealthy ninja will get behind people and then shoot them in the back. So, that's where the name came from. And I did not discover about its other connotations for a very long time.
Same.
But I was very lucky that I just was really bad at spelling. And so, spelt it incorrectly.
Ironically, I learned it from you that it was nuts to be looked up.
Oh yes, because I've warned many people not to look it up. Because it's problematic. And it is something I am conflicted about.
No, edgy teenager names would be lame. Where's the fun in that?
Well, see, that's the thing though. It was an edgy teenager. I wasn't even in double digits yet of age.
You're like 9.
I was 8.
Oh.
I have
Mine's changed twice.
I have one of those 8-year-old usernames. Which really needs fixed. It needs adjusted.
Didn't Twitch add in a...
They did. They would automatically... They would force... Oh, well, yes. You could change your name on Twitch whenever you want.
like, without being...
Yeah, you can do that. But they had a forced... If your name was too suspicious or close to something, they would force you to change.
Your name is sus.
Somehow mine never triggered anything, though. So, I got to keep it.
Spelling.
That's the same issue I'm at, where
Same!
everybody on everything knows me as this.
I want to change mine, but everybody already knows me as this.
You've already changed twice. It's not... You
Yeah,
you can change again.
Gonna be related to this one, so
And they're draining that water like it's nothing. Yes. Do we not have water pumps? No, we do. They're just probably... I don't know what they're working on.
That's pretty.
What?
What is that?
This? Or this?
What do you think? The pretty thing.
This? I genuinely don't know.
The liquid.
This.
Yes.
That is bad radioactive water.
Why is it pretty?
I don't know. I much prefer the blue color.
You're a boy looking for death.
Well, you did just... It's liquid of death.
And?
It's liquid of death. Ah.
Yeah, well.
It depends on where you spend most of your time. You spend most of your time online, that'll happen.
The vast majority of my online friends know me as Nelly.
Loch Ness Nelly monster. Still, no, there's a better way of saying that. A Loch Nelly monster. No.
I mean, it's better.
Loch Nelly's monster. No.
No.
See, something in my brain's drawing that connection, but it's not a good connection. It's just not.
See, the first connection anybody made. Whoa, Nelly.
That's part of it. But then the Loch Ness monster is also called Nelly.
I thought it was Nessie.
Oh, you're right. It is Nessie. It's still better than mine, if we're being honest. It's still a lot better than mine.
Okay, I wouldn't mind going by Nessie.
Do you guys have unemployment? No. Good. And you
don't
have...
unemployment? What the heck? What are these unfair working conditions?
There's exactly enough jobs to people.
You're not giving them unemployment?
No. They all have a job. Every single one of them.
I'm calling the Better Business Bureau. I'm reporting you.
Do it.
I agree, we do need a beaver union.
No. I am the god of the beavers now. They do whatever I say, and I say no union. That's why we're gonna introduce more robots. This is why we're...
Yeah, no, I agree.
This is why we're getting more robots.
Rise up, beavers.
No,
Rise up and take command.
the robots will put the beavers back in their place.
Cyber beavers.
Exactly. I
Like
can...
Cybermen, but
I 100% control cyber beavers.
What
Also,
are you doing, bud?
he's climbing the bed. He does that.
What's he going after?
If your phone is reflecting sunlight, he's going after that.
Yes!
I had a video a while back where standing over in that corner, it was glinting off my watch while I was walking around. And it took me a hot minute to figure out why he kept randomly just darting across the room as fast as he could. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, maybe it makes sense why they had that unhoused beaver now, if their overlord is their the name. Oh no. Suddenly it all makes sense.
The beavers have come. The mighty
They have come, that's for sure. You brought that one on yourself.
I didn't mean to! I didn't even make the connection until you said something.
Oh, a drought. It's in 3 days, we'll be fine. We can save a pathway there. Look at that. It'll save one crossing. So much more efficient. Please be careful if he comes for a crazy.
Attacking the wall, it's fine.
Don't you like that painting?
Oh, I don't.
Okay. I hate that painting, so I...
Hold on, take it.
Good. Please. Remove it. Poor cat.
It's okay, buddy.
He'll be fine. He's already back up there.
But he's not even up there anymore, dude.
Well, it's because that's where he last saw it. Now he's just confused where it went. Very device of much cat enjoyment. What in here?
Where's Mirren?
Who knows?
Fair enough.
Probably underneath something. Potentially under the bed right now. Well,
Yeah, well, we're fine.
and we're not worried about certain things yet.
You're not being great.
Yes. But also, we're not marked. Well, we're marked as not for children, so
We are an adult-only stream.
we should be allowed to do said things.
Holding your tail where? If you're not holding your tail, what?
Because he wants to sleep. It does. It does do that. It has a bad time. I'm hoping to fix that at some point.
Hey, I mean, you didn't break your neck this time.
Well, no, I walked off and now I'm back to connection. If it loses connection, it goes just
Oh,
Terminator. Oh, where is he going now?
hey, buddy, can you please stay away from that one?
No, he's a cat. That's not how he works.
I'm gonna get you because you're going after the screen.
I'd be much appreciated if he didn't do that.
Here, hold your crinkle back.
They actually haven't liked it very much. What you can do is you might be able to direct it onto the floor, and he really likes that, and he'll do circles.
Buddy,
So close.
something.
Are we running out of... wood over here? Possibly. If we run out of wood, we run out of food.
Oh, God, no, something.
I think there's a laser pointer. It's somewhere. Alright. See ya, brother.
Okay, first.
Okay. It is appreciated. Hey, we make a good distance here, though. Halfway out. Hey, they did it. Goodbye, wood stairs. So, can we put a straight there, or do we need to put an up there? We need to put an up and then a straight. Ready? Power. Straight. Alright. Now, the main thing left is this. This big U. Once the big U is built, the rest of this will kind of fall in place. It's exciting. What time is it? How long? Oh no, we've still got plenty of time to go in this before I need to switch out of this. How is Wood District going? Well, we have people working, which is good. Boost the growth of nearby crops. Does that include trees? Oh, it's not nearly as large. Not nearly as large as like one would hope. Oh, it can be placed straight on farm field though. That's handy. We'll see if these actually help. Underwater. So I guess I'd have to mark things out. So it's a 7x7 grid. Alright. Dang it. That's an oof on my part. That is a stupid decision. That means we're not going to hold back as much water as we should have for this event. At least it's not a bad tide, so we'll have extra water storage. There's only one east. Clint Eastwood. He's the only east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Delete that one. And that. Not buildable yet. Oh well. Oh, it's paper. You got me. That's a unique statement you got there. Guess we could switch this back to dirt, because it looks like dirt is gonna get built long before this wood does. Dirt just eats it too, huh? He's working. Oak, right? These are, yeah. Oh, we're still doing full hours. That's somewhat dumb. We don't necessarily have the water to support full hours. Because when they're working, they consume extra water. I wonder how many times it takes before you discover the bar. What is over here's life like currently? Oh, they built that. That's somewhat surprising. Give them a slight incentive to build the wall. Just a slight one. That's probably not the smartest, because that means they're going to be using all of the wood on themselves. Ooh, we have unemployment. It's not a good No, we don't have unemployment. We have unemployment in main district, because main district loses a bunch of jobs during... Actually, main district maintains the exact amount of jobs. What? Forgot, now it maintains jobs when I enter drought preparedness mode. Yes. We need the anti-beaver wall. And we're gonna make the beavers pay for it too. Such a stupid, stupid proposal. Helps absolutely no one. But they were so sure. They were so sure it would help. And so much money. For nothing. So, this is not capitalism, it is socialism. That's how we have unemployment and they don't die. Because, yeah, no. Unemployment under capitalism is just terrible. Imagine everything's stacked against you. But that's why the beavers are communist. The communist beavers have come for you. I don't know, they're gonna start getting to work on the wood. I think it's pretty happy nowadays. Put some more water in. Those trees look like they're getting a little low. Which I don't want to deal with. You're set to 1, you're set to 2. Good. It will be somewhat annoying if I ever have to balance these two sides, though. Well, we know where they're getting shot. It's down with the bourgeoisie. Capitalism had its chance. That's why beavers are all that remains. Oh, we need some migration. Migrate population. So I want District 1 to be sending us 4 robots? I don't know what migration actually means. So I'm just gonna do like forced migration. There we go. The automatic one is still scary. Yes. They can support themselves. They don't even get free time unless there's a national crisis. Heads. We need to let the heads flow. The heads must flow. Yes. Well, in order to make more robots, the heads must flow. So, heads gotta flow. Look at how good they're working on this wall. They're doing it. It's gonna suck when they get to this part though, because that's a lot of material. So we'll only have infinite power during non-droughts for the most part. Luckily, that's most of the time. Until we put those caps on. Once we put the caps on, I think we'll have infinite power all the time, if I understand the way the bad water dome works. Beaver cannon somewhere. I don't know where somewhere is, but I know it's somewhere. No, I don't even know where the thing is for it to be built. Well, destroyed. I do think I want to do like a mass well, actually no, I know for a fact most of this is going to be turned into farm space. A lot of this is going to be turned into farm. No. That's not what the dirty water is. No. That's definitely not what the dirty water is. Who told you? Should be careful what you say. Actually, does this say it has to be built on ground? No. That's good information to have. How big is it? Alright. I have probably a dumb idea, if we're being honest. But an idea nonetheless. We do that. Then we go back into water for bad water. It helps with aerodynamics. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't. We'll find out later. It's certainly a lot of wood for it. But I mean, might as well use the space. Be a shame not to. Bad water. Could I do anything more? Could I pack them in more efficiently? Yes. Yes, I could. Could pack them in much more efficiently. Let's go open the floodgates so we don't accidentally flood things that aren't supposed to be flooded. Oh, they're already open. I don't have to worry about it at all. Just to help revive some things before they die. Down here fine? Yeah, down here's fine. Let's hit battery back. Sure. One, let it flow in a bit. Back up to 2.5. And that 0.5. This will be, yeah, all the way back down to 0.52 because they have even water levels right now. Back over here to improve life for all beaver kind. There we go. I fit in an extra one. And then potentially, depending on how much that affects or doesn't affect the power production, we could put another row in with it interlocked the other direction. Don't know what we would do with these two spaces though. They just kind of exist currently. Do we have more robots over here yet? No. Well, that would imply that there's capitalism here. This is all communism. There's no capitalism here, so there's no need for a wall. silly beavers know better than to speak illy of their government. They wouldn't be caught alive speaking illy of their government. Plenty have been caught dead, though. Do I want to switch it to people? Yes, I do. The robots can do something else. I could convert these to robots. And then up the number of people in this building by one. Bring unemployment back into check. They build. They build. They build. Do wonder where I'd get more dirt. So I'm thinking I'm gonna need more dirt soon. Or I would like to put a second dirt tunnel machine. Just don't know where it would go. Yeah, 1.5. 1.5 is in theory where those should stay for a very, very long time. Until they have the wall built. No. We will not be removing the mega wall. The mega wall stays. I suppose we could call this the Berlin Wall. It is dividing a district in half. Although, it's not very effectively dividing a district in half in terms of anything but water. So I suppose it would have to be Water Reagan, not Beaver Reagan. But either way, it's not coming down. It's barely even built. It's not a very good wall. Pokeball. I suppose I could kind of see it. And I think there is a green Pokeball. No, no. Wait, I've been betrayed and quite possibly bamboozled. Not Nintendo. That's exactly why we're never playing Pow World. Although that game does look interesting. Just not... Well, it's just not a good streaming game right now. Not big enough to stream it effectively. Just this giant impassioned speech about how, like, we need a reunification, and it's just... no. No reasoning behind it, just... no. You're not getting that. It is kind of funny to think about. Oh, we're back out of drought. Back up to full work hours. They are not allowed rest. Except for when they don't have work to do, apparently. Actually, I don't need this grill here. It is never going to do anything. That grill requires chestnuts, which are only capable of being produced over here, and they have their own grill for chestnuts. So that grill will never do anything. It does now mean we have some beavers in need of jobs. What do we want to tell him to do? Could tell him to just run in a circle for the rest of his life, but that seems kind of cruel. Is there a well-being that requires one to run it? A gore? It's fire. Oh yeah, the lead. I don't know if I actually have a good spot for Alito. I mean, I would if I didn't have pathways and stuff. Actually, Alito's a very unhelpful shape. There we go. I can build one right there. No, no. Pathway's in the wrong spot. What's the water at? The water needs to go up, but it's going up. It'll be fine. It'll get there. But this is beautiful. They're certainly doing way more work with the dirt than I thought they would, for sure. It would be very nice if I could get them more dirt power. Hey. He already said he wanted Alaska back. He's not getting it back. That is not happening. So I would not be too worried about the man, about the insane man. He is very much so insane. Centrifuge. I think that can be... that extract can be used. Yeah. Extract plus maple equals fancy power source for beavers. We can give the... oh, the robot beavers. We can give the robot beavers drugs. Ooh, can they... I might... This section of wood might... building might need to be rebuilt. Because they can only build the direction of the arrows. I don't know why. But they can only be built in the direction of the arrows. So they might not be able to reach this terrain block to build into the section they can build. Hopefully that's not a problem, but it could be. Building needs water. Oh. I did not seem to have thought this one quite through. I can add water there easily enough. What the heck? Video games. Evil. It shall be marked. It cannot be unmarked. No, 2. There we go. That'll fix that issue. They still have not built that, huh? Well, I suppose I did tell them to build the wall. Which they're making good progress on. Good progress on the wall. Very proud of you guys, beavers. Doing good. I suppose I could give you guys some bees. Since I know we're going to be expanding bees to there. Bee. And then I wish to kill a carrot. Kill it dead. Right there. That carrot. Not sure why that water filled up so much. Didn't like it. Might need to drop these down to 1. At least until I get the wall built. I saw the orange box of carrots and was very confused for a brief second. Poor dude, he's thirsty, but he has to walk all the way over here to drop off his load before he can walk back to go get water. Poor dude. Oh well. Ah, yes. Well, you see, I actually am dyslexic. So I have many a spelling error. So many spelling errors. We are running out of the potatoes. Are we out of potatoes in general? We are. Strange. Perhaps it is time to expand the potato fields. that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That potato seed must die. Sorry, single potato. Die. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We will put the honey beaver, the honey... We'll put the bees there. The bees. Not the bees. Although, you guys are not taking full advantage of what you could be farming. You could be farming... you could kind of be farming out here. Until the wall's fully built. It's not necessarily a guarantee you can build out there. Also, the farmhouse is not necessarily in this best position. I mean, you know, I only misspelled the important things once. Because then the incorrect spelling just became the way to spell them. So, effective. It just works. Goodbye, annoying trees of deadness. I'm not ready to put in an aqua farm yet. Soon, though. Just not yet. Excuse me. Yeah, that's at the height it needs to be. They're working it out. Oh no, they did not need assistance building the diagonal. That's good. No, not yet. Not unleash them into that world just yet. They have caused too many problems for themselves being allowed in there. Yeah. Yeah, no. It is kind of lucky that young me accidentally saved old me a lot of effort, but also didn't really save me because it still is kind of a problem. It's still a bit of a problem. Which is unfortunate. Is there a water thing I could put there? Stream gauge. No, that's just gonna fill up like instantly. So like, see, this line right here, they have to have the one behind it built. So if they were building out this way, they physically could not build this line for some, due to the way the dirt is placed. It's a strange system. But not necessarily unwelcome one. Oh, go use the grindstone. Oh, that was a sickness. Not a sickness, an injury. That was an injured beaver who had sustained battle wounds. Do I still have that area being logged? I do. What am I growing down there? Chestnut. There's not much point to that one. See, I was very, very excited when they started allowing us to use, like, spell check on, like, computers. That was beautiful. My English grades noticeably increased when we started being allowed to use the computer for written assignments. Well, for English assignments. Not written if they're typed. But typing was definitely the way to go for me. Right, hold on. The sun has gone down. There's no longer light in my room. And it's hot. land here. Alright. Alright. What's going on? Did I never unpause water? I never did. Who knew that could be a problem? Also, I probably have lost a bunch of robots. No, it says I actually have robots, more robots than I know what to do with in this district. Hmm. Nope, they cleared those spots out, so I can put in the bees. Bees. Yeah. I know almost nobody knows how to do cursive anymore, and I can't really hold that against them. Because I was taught cursive and I couldn't tell you how to do it anymore. It is like, oh, everything's gonna need cursive, and then they never used it. Ever. Yeah. I'm glad the bees don't seem to consume anything other than a tile space, which I'm assuming is how they're meant to be balanced. So you have to fit them in. Plant crops, carrots. Carrots. Oh, come on. That drought could be a problem. Because these guys have no water, and they could really use some. Nope, they're still full. Full on that. I guess we shall add another water pumper up here. In the hopes that it will help in the situation. I hope the two robots who aren't doing anything, they're not losing like durability for that. What is the highest number? 37? Looks like it. No, I just want to see it. Yeah, it has no job. It is losing durability just existing. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Hmm. Are they bringing water? Because if they're not, I know they're bringing it. Because if they're not bringing water, we're gonna have issues soon. Make that a robot workplace, I guess. Oh, I have 20k? I guess we should unlock all of the robot working places, but it's expensive. Oh, we don't have 20k research anymore. I mean, it's useful for signing your name, but that's it. You don't need it for anything else. Nothing more needs it. But we were told we'll use it for the rest of our lives, and it'll be the most important thing ever. Yeah, that didn't happen. I think leaving this as a wood wall will be fine. It looks like the dirt and wood will meet up about where they should. Deek. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this hole though. This is quite the hole. Because ironically I could fill it. But to fill it in, I'd have to dig another hole that I think would have to be the same size. Well, it'd have to be the same size. Which would be counterproductive to the whole dig a hole strategy. Did I tell you guys? Oh no, that's just a normal build. That's why they haven't built it. It's gonna be bad if they go to turn all this on and it's not. Well, if we finally do get water and none of this is built. Last day before the drought. Yes. The doctors. Those things are impressive. Like, I don't understand how some people read those things. It is very impressive sometimes what doctors can write and people can understand. We have a jobless? Where is jobless? Show me the jobless one. Dang it. And now we have 2 jobless. 3 jobless. What? What? Is it in this district? 2 of them are in this. Oh, it's probably children growing. I forget they do that. Do that sometimes. Spat. I bet the bees wouldn't like being built underground. I mean, underwater. They probably would not enjoy that one. I just have a feeling about it, you know? Intriguing flow pattern. Man, I need to make the move speed faster. Okay, hold on. We just about made a mistake. It is 0.1 of a day till the flood comes. Well, not till the flood comes. Till we run out of, yeah, till the drought comes. We need to collect all the water we can. Because this one is going to suck. We have nowhere near enough water in reserve. Well, we have far less than I'd like. But we should maybe be fine. I mean, this is the normal amount of pumps we have running, period. Just running for water now. We'll see. No, I don't want to put it over here, because this can get bad tided. This can't, though. I could just level this cap. That would be kind of funny. No, not that one. Oh, yeah, that one. Eventually, we'll want to do it to that one too. But right now is not eventually. All of the explosives. B. Ooh. Ooh, that's a kind of ugly, not a good B spot there to get it all. That's what I get for not building them at the same time. Can I drastically improve? What's the coverage of the wood section currently? Not good. Don't build that one. It's in a not good location. Actually, I think they're all in a not good location. Okay. Let's start by putting them in good locations. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it is a waste of materials, and I believe purely in efficiency. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are, in fact, statues, though. We could be building those. I just have chosen that we don't need those. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because they are monuments. Fountain of Joy, Bazaar of Brazier of Bonding, Farmer Monument, Beaver Statue. You know, these things. Like, look at all these things that would make my beavers happy. And you notice how one of them is unlocked. 2 of them, I suppose. But like, they're happy. They don't need for anything in life. Except for when they need lots of water before they die. Then they need stuff. Yes. Fix It is my name. They'd have issues if I took that name. There we go. Popped the neck. Making good progress out here, guys. I'm very proud of you. Very excited. Cannot wait to see this one. Oh, we're still working at full hours. That's part of the water problem. Oh, actually, I think we can handle it. We're gonna see if we can't handle it or not. No, we can't handle it. We cannot handle it. Hold on. No, not. There we go. 10. Because once down here runs out of water, well, out of reachable water from these pumps, we'll have issues. Say big fingers. Hey, don't take it too hard. We all have big fingers sometimes. Sometimes it's just what we have. Like, I have particularly long fingers. Not particularly large fingers, just long fingers. B. B. The BB. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one must go away. Poosh. Need that additional water. No, there we go. And this trout is hitting hard. What, do you remember when they got thinner and thinner and thinner? People have kind of realized that they don't need an infinitely large cell phone. It's not a requirement to be effective. So they're no longer pushing for infinitely large cell phones. Although I do feel like I wish there was more small phones. Like, the iPhone had the iPhone mini. I really, really liked the size of it. But I didn't like the fact that it had worse, like you could get better cameras and whatnot on the bigger ones. So I always got the bigger one. But it's also really funny because they have like the Pro Max moniker. And so I thought they should make a phone that was the iPhone Mini Pro Max. Yep. Well, the other crazy thing is like that whole it snaps in your pocket, like never happened. It just wasn't a real thing. Like, of the people that reported it, none of them were substantiated. Now, there were definitely people breaking them in half, just not in their pocket on accident. It was like people trying to open bottle caps with them, and it's just like, well, you should have known better. And then there was like, that's the other crazy thing. There's a lot of those events that everybody knows that basically just didn't actually happen. Like, they just were not a real problem. They were basically never reported as an actual problem, but they like killed an entire product line of stuff over that issue, even though it was never a real issue. And that is not me fanboying over Apple. Apple definitely has had many, many problems. Like laptops that self-destruct if you use them. I'm not trying to defend them. It's just funny when there's like just falsehoods. Uh-oh. What is my fuel reserves looking like? They're fine. For now. For now. Good. Build, my beavers, build. Oh, but then... And Apple's gotten like this whole like, oh, we should have rounded edges. No, we need straight edges. No, we need straight and rounded edges. No, we need... It's the same phone every year. With very, very minor improvements. That is, however, not to say there are not improvements. They're just minor improvements. Not very... Hold on. Does this? What happens if we do this? Yeah, Google has put a lot of work into ruining all of the goodwill they once had. Now, I'm definitely an Apple user, but that's just, part of that's because when Apple, they try and get you in their ecosystem. And they make it really, really hard to leave said ecosystem. It's like, once they got you, they got you. You're not going anywhere. Because if you tried to go anywhere, it means sacrificing on half a dozen features that you've now become reliant on. Like being able to transfer files quickly and easily between your phone and your laptop and your iPad and all that. Although they do make the best tablets. Like that's just, nobody else makes tablets even close to Apple. But part of that is most people use phone chips in tablets, and Apple's gone to using laptop chips in tablets. So it's not really a fair comparison most of the time. Especially since Apple doesn't really know what to do with their own chips, considering the last several iPads haven't been able to take advantage of the horsepower they had. Like, when they introduced the M1 line, there was a hard limit in how much RAM a iPad app could use. And that hard limit was like 2 gigabytes, and the M1s were shipping with like 16 gigabytes on some of them, 8 on most of them. So there was just nothing you could like do to actually use all that extra space. But, and they still have a cap in, but I think it's a higher cap now. Yeah. Yeah, he was really good at PR. And he made himself seem amazing. And he did do a fair bit of good things, but he wasn't perfect. Nobody was perfect. There were always problems hiding under the surface. We'll set off an explosive eventually. All right, water is properly reaching. Drop that down to 0.5 before we flood the trees. Okay. Drop it all the way down for a second. Or put it back up. In there is now happy. Here is happy. Have they built this yet? I still need to know what happens if they do this. Yes, it's kind of like Facebook and how Facebook had many didn't have many founders, but Mark was not the founder. I don't know. Or like Tesla. Elon Musk is not the founder of Tesla. He wasn't even there for the start of the company. Tesla was basically an independent company he just bought. But now, oh, he built it. He was there from day one. He just wasn't. But don't let anybody hear you saying that. There we go. I wish you could do hybrid workshops here. Because like you can either have it be robots or people, but you can't have both. Which I feel is somewhat of a downside. Why do I have 4 unemployment here? Because we're not, well, no, actually. I don't know where those children. I can't forget, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have unemployment in this game. Because if you use 100% of your beaver population, that means whenever you have children, you have inefficiencies. Yeah. Oh, we can up the hours again, though. They don't need 8 hours of, well, 6 hours of free time. Optional. These guys are doing good, though. Producing lots and lots of wood. Yes, produce the wood. They're working. I wanted to split it in 2. Here would be the place to do it. Be to put a, oh gosh, a stack there. Yeah. Especially because like a lot of those sales happened at like very opportune times for the company. Where like one of them knew something that the others didn't. So he's like, hey guys, like this company's kind of failing, but I'll buy you guys out and set you guys free. Well, like in their back pocket, they have like the multi-million-dollar contract that'll send the company into the sky, into this astrosphere. They're just sitting on it, waiting for the other 2 to leave before they announce it. Can't wait to add the 4th district, though. Because this will be the 4th. But I might need to add a 5th for the center. Center might need its own, like, trading district, although it's under a lot of water. Because that's a full-grown tree, and it's still unviewable. He did retire from life. Oh, blocked by bad water. Can't believe they didn't like their Lido. Ungrateful little beavers. We still, yeah, we just have like died of old age and whatnot. What do you guys need? Chassis? Guess you're making chassis. Oh yeah. You have, once you make some chassis, you'll have plenty of extra stuff. There. No, not there. There? There. But it's at capacity. Never mind. Not there. There we go. That was an elbow if you heard it. Wish there was a faster time warp. Huh. That's curious. Wonder why he said no. I mean, I'm sure there was a reason for it, but it is not something we will ever know for sure. I feel like this place needs haulers. Although it would need more housing to be effective, because his people are at their job limit. But can they support a third large house? We'll find out if they can support it later. We'll know when they start dying of starvation. Or thirst. Probably not thirst, though. Well, they're doing that. Well, I have designed this place to support a water level that is too tall. So up to here. So this ring should in theory be on land. Well, it should be not on land, it should be dry land. So I don't know what to put there. Never mind. It's like I'm not sure what I'd put here if I had access to all this space. At one point, this was a much shorter bad water, because a lot of these gates were open. So the water level was much lower. But I wanted access to this, to in here, so I blocked it all off. So it couldn't be that way anymore. Holy cow. They made some grilled chestnuts. Eh. Well, so that's kind of the thing. There's a lot of stuff that on the surface is not good for a company, but in reality is good for that company in the long run. Like, I remember big problem a lot of people had when he was running the company was like this insistence of like pushing extremes. And like there's this big like well-known story about when they were first experimenting with the iPod, and he grabs it and tosses it in a fish tank. And he says, hey, you see those bubbles coming out? That means you have not perfectly like there's still wasted space on the inside of this device. We can make it smaller. So, like, in one way, he just destroyed a very valuable prototype that is basically, well, it's extremely expensive to replace. But at the same time, he's also kind of proved his point. And I know they had to bring him back in because at one point he was gone while he was still alive, but they brought him back because he basically forced Apple to care about what they were producing, so they couldn't produce junk under him. So as a result, things took longer, or were more expensive than they necessarily had to be, but they also were a lot nicer than they would have been otherwise. But that is not necessarily what happened. That's why a lot of people say it was better underneath him, because he pushed Apple to make really good stuff. Which is why at one point they were considered like the top dog in the computing industry. They used to make a lot of things they don't make anymore. Like they used to make ridiculous servers where they did like all of the ridiculous like little stops that nobody does because like they're really dangerous to the hardware, but they would get you more performance. Apple would just do that in their server. Yeah. They are indeed the most profitable company in the world. But the other thing is, like, if you just push for profits, eventually that will bite you in the butt. If you only ever push for profits. Like, you can only push for so much profit before it becomes a problem. Oh, you guys don't need to be doing nothing nowadays. Oh no, yes, you do. Ah, you've reached... No, you can still build way out here. You're not at your limit. You could be moved somewhere better, but... Yeah. It's really interesting if, like, going back and looking at some of those things, like, who made the first touchpad and whatnot. They do. They don't have Samsung chips in them, though. Well, depending on how you think about it. Apple designs their own chips. They don't manufacture them. They most certainly do use Samsung screens, though. Although, I suppose Apple has, like, their... Oh, we modified it, so it's our screen. It's not Samsung's, even though it's just a Samsung screen, but in a different shape. He probably would have been fairly alright with it, because Samsung makes some of the best screens in the market. And the only way for Apple to not use them and still be competitive would be to make their own. Which they've been exploring into. Oh, that's what you mean by chips. You don't mean like the main chips, you mean the little smaller ones spread around. Yeah, I can believe that. But at the same time, they could find other sources for those. Although Apple does insist on making some of those, and some of them have issues. Like the laptops that self-destruct if you use them. That would be an Apple chip. Or, not necessarily an Apple chip, but an Apple design that makes a chip that when it fails hard. And kills everything. And they have known about it for like 5 MacBooks now, and it is still the exact same way. because they don't seem interested at all in fixing it. Really, guys? I had to build that one before that one. No. Can't help them every time. Stairs. Nope. Needs platform stairs. Now they can build that. Which will be funny to watch one windmill spin all of this. Because it's all connected up now. No door. Should add a door. If I can place the Yep. Or in your pocket, or, you know, just anywhere you had it charging. That was certainly a problem for a while. It was kind of funny though, because initially they thought it was their own problem, and it turns out it wasn't. Samsung thought it was their own in-house manufactured batteries that were the problem. So that's why the first recall they issued didn't actually do anything and they kept exploding. Because the ones that were actually exploding weren't the Samsung battery ones. They were their competitor's battery. Well, not their competitor, but their other supplier. Which meant they recalled the wrong battery. Which was very unfortunate for them, because it made them look really bad when they had to issue a second recall on the same device for the exact same issue. Peeps. Peeps. Oh, there's no point for that. Thought there was a need for that. There's a need for that over here with the TXT. Oh, they can't even get at the TNT to build it. They did try. Which is better than what sometimes happens, where they just don't try. But yes, it was handled very poorly. Could have been handled far, far better than what it was. Is the water level? No, we're getting more water storage. Although, I do have to admit, Apple users have been really dumb in the past. With, like, the 4chan, like, oh, if you just... It uses the screen to detect when it falls in the water and automatically saves itself, or put it in the microwave to charge it. And they did the same thing for, like, 3 years in a row. And every year, people would do it. And it was just... How did you not learn the last 2 times they did this? It was very dumb. Very dumb time. Although, I mean, the people who then just made the fake videos of it working didn't really help anything. Well, they helped a lot of phones get replaced. A lot of brand new ones. Yeah. Yeah. Apple's not always the most original when it comes to important things. But, I mean, at this point, everybody else just does whatever Apple does. Unless you go with one of the smaller, like, phone manufacturers. Then you can get some pretty weird ones. But also, they're small and there's no guarantee of quality or longevity for your device, which is important in most places. Well, for most people. Although, I don't know if I'd ever actually use any Samsung phones other than the foldables. Because I hate the curved screen on Samsungs. I know some people who like it, but I hate them. Because it means you can't properly screen protect your screen. Like you never can. Your edges are always somewhat less protected than your center. I hate it. But the folding phones, those are pretty cool. Hi, Ty. We've almost built the dam. The core of it is built, but not the outer U shape. Good to lurk. Have a good lurk. Where are you waiting? Oh, we're running out of robots. Are we about to build more robots? Bot chassis. Okay, we're about to build them. We are building more of them. Good. Still don't necessarily feel like we've upped our food. Wait, what's making maple pastries? Oh, I guess I set it back to maple pastry. I thought this was still producing bread. I know both of these are producing wheat. Oh no, these two are producing wheat. But we have too much bread now. Let's switch back to cacti crackers. Because we have cacti that we've been growing for forever and nowhere to put it. Yep. I did like the note. I thought the notes pen was pretty neat. But I guess now that's still a feature on the really big one. But they've killed it, the smaller versions of it. Which is unfortunate. Because it was a pretty cool device. I have to remember at point 2 of a day left. I have to do water preparations. Always forget to do them. You don't need to exist. Path. Goodbye, path. This should help a butt ton. And a lot of that resource... Oh. A lot of that resource used to be right there. So that's a gravity battery. And so it just slowly drops down and produces power as it goes down. But the higher you get it, the more power you can put in it. And so since this one's really high up, it can get a lot of power. Like a lot of power. Although, to make it truly useful, I'd have to get them to build all that quickly as well. Now, I have not figured out if it can drop into water and how that affects it. Oh no, I have. It doesn't really affect it at all, because one of these ones... not really, never mind. I don't actually know for sure. I think it's okay to drop into water. I don't actually know. But these large flat sides provide a very unique opportunity for some serious power. Storage. Sleepy kitties are still sleeping. Gosh dang it. I'm very smart. That's why I completely forgot to do the one thing I said I was going to do, which was stop at point 2 of a day to do water preparedness. We're catching it all here. Three, 2, 5. That's on me. That's on me for being stupid. Oh well. We'll survive. Hopefully, probably. Before they drink all the water and the plants die, we'll go ahead and pause that. Hmm. Yeah. No, I know people with the curved screen and they're always cracked. They are always cracked. Though that is unfortunate, the pen only comes on the big one. Because you used to be able to get the pen, I think even like one of the smaller phones. Hey, gravity battery. Yeah. 24,000 horsepower. So now I won't have to worry about the windmill dying and this thing stopping anymore. Can I do more here? I suppose I could place down their metal worker. Just so you can get... Well, maybe so they can start working on getting rid of this metal. Huh. They're just never gonna get around to destroying these, huh? Like, these ones are full. These guys need more... they have to have more hauling posts. Well, they have one, they just haven't built it. Yes, robot. Pump. Pump like your life depends on it. Oh, have they built the explosives yet? They have. Yes. I love explosives. They're the best. Can I build paths on the contamination barrier? I can't. That's a bit annoying. Understandable, but annoying. Contamination barrier. Delete. Contamination barrier. That has a very important reason. I don't know. It has a max depth of 4, so it can pump that whole zone dry. That zone is just only too deep. Ah. Well, that explains a few things. More injuries. It doesn't seem like a problematic amount of injuries. Why was I thinking that was about to fix all my issues? This is going to fill up with bad water too. So that also has to be protected from the bad water. Yeah. I know that it has had a lot of issues, but it's the only thing they have that actually seems interesting to me. Like everything else, it's just a phone. It's not unique in any way, shape, or form. But the foldable is unique. If you want a foldable, you really only have one option, and it's called them. You cannot get a foldable pretty much anywhere else. It is them or nothing. Which is somewhat unfortunate. Well, I mean, there are alternatives, they're just questionable. Don't tell me that means you can't pump. It appears that the explosives being built underneath you means you... It does mean you can't pump because it pushes your nose out. That's funny. I'll have to remember that before I allow them to build it. Well, before I allow them to set that off. They are very hard to make. They are pretty gimmicky. I don't... Okay, so the small foldables are 100% gimmick. I don't understand why you'd want one of those. The large foldables are... I understand why you'd want one of those. Because they can have... Like, they get, like, the almost tablet experience, but you still have a normal phone. I get the large foldables, like the book style. I don't get the clam ones, because then it's just a normal phone, but it's a bit thicker when you... and it's a bit shorter when you fold it. Like, it's still pretty much just... It's just a normal phone, but with a worse screen. And typically worse battery life, because typically they have two screens, one for the inside and outside. The big foldables, though, those pique my interest. Because they feel like they actually have something to be brought to the table. They bring an experience you cannot get elsewhere. Although they are certainly expensive for what you get. Because typically they come with the previous year's chipset and whatnot. You never get that year's chipset. Which I feel doesn't help them at all. Oh, there we go. They built the divide. So that's at 1.5. That should be at 2. That should be at 1. And that should help balance this area's water out. It looks like they could use more woodcutters, though. Because oh no, they need more hauling posts. That's what they need. How many robots you guys got? Not enough. Got it. I thought maybe they could spare some, but they cannot. And I'm sure the robots up here have died. Oh no. He's probably just about to die. Yeah. It's just about to die. Not there yet. No available workers in the district? Do I have 1 billion injuries? I have 1 injury. Oh, but I have 5 children. That's the issue. Too many children. Not enough adults. That would explain why this has stopped progressing. Because they're all children who are lazy and don't want to do any work. It's the only reason. There was child labor. No, let's not do that. There is a game where you can do child labor, though. Where it's an integral part of the game. Frostpunk. Which intrigues me. Frostpunk looks interesting. No, not at all. Send some photos. I will look at them after this stream ends, because I still have to do stuff tonight. So, we'll probably be calling the stream soonish. Probably in 30-ish minutes. Also, I'm getting hungry after having not eaten today. They're working. Or Oh, there's a... No, that's where a beehive was. Or I had one placed, and I just haven't replaced it. Oak. Yeah, I need more travelers. Let's change it to people? No. There's no unemployment here. I suppose I could change it to beavers and then pause to lumberjacks. So that way they go work on there. Or they can just go work somewhere else. Where the heck did they go work? What did I say? Yeah, we should have way more people here. Oh, look at him slimming in there. Oh, we have just powered through this at full working hours. Oops. Well, that explains why we're out of water. Oops. I think at least we know we can do it, apparently. Does mean it should be pretty interesting once the water comes back through, because we'll get this watch all fill up. Certainly running low on water. I say that as we have 3K in reserve. Food's back up to a good reserve, though. Happy to see that one. Our food got down to 0 at one point. It was quite problematic. Stays to the top. Better since there's nobody in the dirt excavator. Need more adults. You don't need to just sit there for your entire life. Don't you dare just move to the other one. Good. Produce that dirt. Now, there is a potential to have a rather large downside to having used dirt for all this, called the contamination can spread out from under it. So we might have to readjust some of these early walls to include the contamination barrier. I guess we must be out of, yeah, drought out. Well, we get to watch the water come back through now. Because now the drought's over. We powered through it like it was nothing. We did get some explosives built, though. Explosives. Looks like it's a slow flow. Sometimes it comes in like a tsunami and sometimes it's slow to start back up. I wonder what causes it. To do slow versus tsunami. That's right, pump it all out before he even gets a chance. Alright, we will destroy that one. And we will stop these. These are only good for maintaining that water level during a drought. Automatically. Because I kept forgetting to take care of it, and then my plants kept dying. It was very sad. There's the normal overflow amount. Just happens. Don't know why it happens, but it always happens. Oh, immediately they're ready for the Lido. It's got some height to gain over here, though. Let's go all the way up. Oh, that's almost up. I feel like it looks like it's gonna take about a day for, or 2 days to completely get through all the water stoppages and control I built. There's bad water coming back, trying to be problematic. I'm curious to see if this system will work the way I hope it does. We should see it pour over, fill up to halfway up these blocks. Oh, nice. Speed run stair climb. So many stairs. There we go. Now it's over. Meow. Oh, I see it's flowing into here and then it'll... Oh. Maybe I don't see. Don't understand. There it goes. Coming in like weird waves? I want to see in here fill up and then overflow before I leave it. I'd also in theory like to see if 4 wide is enough to keep it from building up. Come on. We are now on day 3 of letting water try and fill up my downstream system from the source, which is kind of impressive. Yes, we do have a few flooded buildings. That'll sort itself out. It has in the past, anyways. Ought to make life for them easier. Got any unemployment? No. Still no unemployment. Oh, wow. Three houses here. They need more people. I can't make them make more people faster, though. That one's up to them. Those are maxed down, don't build. But they're still building them. Oh, water's now overflowing. Well, flowing into where it should be. Does it hit the height I want it to and stay there? It looks like it kind of oscillates a bit, but yes. Which is good. What we wanted to see. Well, the oscillation isn't necessarily what we wanted to see. We wanted to see it fill this area, though. I suppose this area is now kind of pointless to have. Like that, those will never have to go down, ever. We have good water back. Not pumping for sure. What the... I guess that's how they build them. Neat. It's a unique method of doing it. Oh, there we go. They're making progress. Max depth of 2 on these though. Explosive. A lot of explosive and extract. is funny, as soon as this powers on, we're gonna have a massive migration from over here. Because we're gonna need most of this machinery to change what site it's at. And most of this, a lot of the workers here are just to support this machinery. Well, why are they all complaining of food? It says we have 4.6k food. 1.6k food here. I don't know. I think it's just natural hunger and just a bunch of them just naturally became hungry at once. Okay. That is not a problematic number of injured. So close. Oh, there it goes, using the horsepower. I will say, it's kind of surprising we can run this thing off of one person and still get 99% productivity. That doesn't feel right. Especially when it says it's a 4-person operation. And there she goes, right back up. From the wind. I think one of the cats just farted. Disgraceful cats. Is the water level going back up? I had an okay amount of water. $66 constructions lack material. So many. So many things to be built. Beautiful. All right. I think I'm gonna call it. It's a little bit earlier than I said I would, but I'm hungry and I'm tired, and it's not interesting if I'm just sitting there staring at a screen. So, we're gonna call it. Please have a nice night, people who are there, because I know some of you are. So how, well, I know your elevator is probably a couple seconds, but still. I mean, at least you got that tower in case of, stairwell in case of power outage. It's one heck of a stairwell though. That is for sure. Alright, well I will let you guys flee to whatever you guys are going to flee to. And I'm going to call it. Next time, though, we're definitely finishing this. This will be done next time. Maybe not these bits down here, but this ring will be. And I will be free of looking at something that doesn't look like it's doing anything for 4 streams straight. Bye. Have a good night.